Hello there, and welcome. You're here now, settling into the quiet of your evening. The day behind you, the night ahead, and this moment right here, where nothing needs to happen except rest. Tonight, some gentle facts about your brain will drift through, not to learn them, not to remember them, just to let them wash over you like waves on a shore. If your mind wanders, that's perfectly natural. If you drift away entirely, that's even better. Your brain has been working all day, processing thousands of pieces of information, making countless small decisions, keeping your body running smoothly without you having to think about it. And now, as the evening settles in, it's already beginning its own transition into rest. Right now, even as you lie here, deep inside your brain, there's a tiny cluster of cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It's no bigger than a grain of rice, tucked just above where your optic nerves cross. And as the light faded outside your window this evening, these cells have been responding, sending gentle signals throughout your brain and body that nighttime has arrived. These signals have triggered the release of melatonin, a substance that flows through your bloodstream like a quiet messenger, telling every cell that it's time to prepare for sleep. Your core body temperature has been dropping slightly, degree by degree. Your heartbeat has been slowing. Your breathing has been deepening. All of this happens without any effort from you. Your brain knows exactly what to do. It's been doing this every night of your life, and it will continue long after you stop listening to these words. There's nothing you need to figure out, nothing you need to control. Your brain is already moving towards sleep, carrying you gently along with it. As you rest here, your brain is moving through its natural evening rhythm, the same rhythm it has followed since you were born, the same rhythm that every human brain follows as darkness falls. The light outside has faded, and those tiny cells we mentioned, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, have registered this change. They've been sensitive to light for millions of years of human evolution. When daylight was our only source of brightness, these cells kept perfect time with the rising and setting sun. And even now, in our world of artificial light, they still respond to the dimming that comes with evening. The melatonin that began releasing earlier continues its gentle work. It doesn't force sleep. It simply creates the conditions for sleep to arrive naturally in its own time. Every cell in your body has receptors for melatonin, tiny docking stations where this chemical messenger can deliver its quiet signal. It reaches your heart, your muscles, your digestive system, every part of you, bringing the same message of nighttime and rest. Your brain's temperature has been dropping, just slightly, half a degree or so below where it was this afternoon. This cooling happens every night. It's one of the ways your brain prepares itself for the deeper stages of sleep. The cooler your brain becomes, the easier it is to slip into unconsciousness. You don't feel this temperature change, but it's happening, subtle and steady. As your brain cools and melatonin circulates, something else begins to shift. The different regions of your brain, which have been communicating constantly throughout the day, start to quiet their conversations with each other. Your prefrontal cortex, which helps with planning and decision-making, begins to reduce its activity. The networks that keep you alert and focused on the external world start to dial down their signals. It's like watching lights dim in a large building at the end of the workday. Not all at once, but gradually. Section by section, the brightness fades. Your brain waves are changing too. During your active day, your brain produced beta waves, quick and alert, cycling about 15 to 30 times per second. As you began to relax this evening, those beta waves gradually gave way to alpha waves, slower, gentler, cycling about 8 to 12 times per second. Alpha waves appear when you're calm but still awake, when you're daydreaming or letting your mind wander. And now as you lie here, those alpha waves are beginning to slow even further, transitioning into theta waves. Theta waves are slower still, cycling about 4 to 8 times per second. They're the waves of drowsiness, of that hazy space between waking and sleeping. You might be experiencing them right now, that feeling of thoughts becoming loose and drifting, less structured, less connected to the world around you. These waves aren't something you create or control. They simply emerge as your brain cells synchronize their electrical activity, firing together in these slow, rhythmic patterns. Like breathing, like your heartbeat, they happen on their own. The transition from beta to alpha to theta is gradual and smooth. There's no exact moment when one type of wave stops and another begins. They overlap and blend, one fading as the other grows stronger, like colors shifting in a sunset sky. Your brain has made this transition thousands of times before. It knows the way. You don't need to guide it or help it along. It will continue moving through these stages whether you're listening to these words or not, whether you're thinking about them or not. Everything is proceeding exactly as it should, naturally and without effort, moving you gently towards sleep. Sleep doesn't arrive all at once. It comes in stages, gentle stages that your brain moves through naturally, one flowing into the next, like waves rolling onto a shore. There are 4 stages of sleep, 4 stages that repeat throughout the night in cycles, each cycle lasting about 90 minutes. Your brain will move through these cycles several times before morning, and each cycle follows the same peaceful pattern. The first stage is the lightest. It's the threshold between waking and sleeping, lasting just a few minutes. Your muscles begin to relax. Your breathing becomes more regular. Your thoughts start to drift and fragment. This is the stage where you might experience that sensation of falling, a brief muscle twitch that gently reminds you your body is still here, still settling. From this first stage, your brain moves into the second stage. Stage 2 is still light sleep, but deeper than stage 1. Your heart rate slows a little more. Your body temperature drops a little further. Your brain produces sudden bursts of rapid brainwave activity, called sleep spindles, little pulses of electrical activity that last just a second or two. These sleep spindles happen naturally. They seem to help protect your sleep from being disturbed by sounds or movements around you. Stage 2 lasts longer than stage 1, perhaps 10 to 20 minutes in the first cycle of the night. And then, gradually, almost imperceptibly, your brain begins to move into stage 3. Stage 3 is deep sleep, the deepest sleep. Your brain waves become long and slow, rolling like distant swells on a calm ocean. These are called delta waves, and they're the slowest brain waves of all, cycling just once or twice per second. In deep sleep, your breathing is steady and even. Your muscles are fully relaxed. Your blood pressure drops. Your body becomes still. This is when the most restorative work happens. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which helps repair tissues and build bone and muscle. Blood flow to your muscles increases. Energy stores are replenished. Your immune system strengthens itself, preparing to protect you for another day. But you're not aware of any of this. In deep sleep, you're far from consciousness. The external world has faded completely. You're not dreaming yet, not thinking, just resting deeply while your body does its quiet work. After 20 to 40 minutes in deep sleep, your brain begins to move back up through the stages. Back to stage 2, lighter again, closer to the surface of consciousness, but not quite awake. And then comes REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, named for the way your eyes move beneath your closed eyelids during this stage. REM sleep is different from the other stages. Your brain becomes more active again, almost as active as when you're awake. Your heart rate increases slightly. Your breathing becomes less regular. This is when most dreaming happens. Your brain wanders through images and stories, creating scenes that feel real in the moment, but dissolve like mist when you wake. Scientists believe REM sleep helps process emotions and consolidate memories, weaving the experiences of the day into the fabric of long-term memory. But the exact purpose of dreams remains mysterious, and that mystery is part of their gentle nature. During REM sleep, your muscles become temporarily paralyzed, except for your eyes and the muscles that control breathing. This paralysis keeps you from acting out your dreams, keeps you safe and still. The first REM period of the night is brief, just 10 minutes or so. And then the cycle begins again. Back down through stage 2 into deep sleep, back up to stage 2 into REM. Over and over, cycling like tides, all night long. As the night progresses, the cycles change slightly. You spend less time in deep sleep and more time in REM sleep. The cycles continue, but they shift, adjusting themselves naturally as your brain and body move through the hours of darkness. You don't control these cycles. You don't decide when to enter deep sleep or when to dream. Your brain manages all of this on its own, following patterns established over millions of years of human evolution. It knows exactly how long to spend in each stage. It knows when to move from one stage to the next. All you need to do is let it happen. Let your brain carry you through these stages, one after another, gentle waves of sleep washing over you throughout the night. The cycles will continue whether you're aware of them or not. They're already beginning, even now, as you lie here listening or not listening, drifting or already drifted. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. While you sleep, your brain takes care of itself. Quietly, without any effort from you, it performs maintenance work that can only happen during rest. There's a system in your brain called the glymphatic system. It works like a gentle cleaning service, washing through your brain while you sleep. During the day, as your brain cells work and communicate, they produce waste products, tiny metabolic byproducts that accumulate in the spaces between cells. These waste products need to be cleared away, and sleep is when this clearing happens. As you move into deeper sleep, the cells in your brain actually shrink slightly, just a little, creating more space between them. And through these spaces flows cerebrospinal fluid, the clear liquid that surrounds and cushions your brain and spinal cord. This fluid moves slowly through your brain, flowing along pathways that follow your blood vessels. It moves in, circulating through the tissue, and then flows out again, carrying away the waste products that built up during the day. The fluid doesn't rush. It moves at its own pace, steady and thorough, washing through your brain like a gentle tide. This process happens every night. It's happening right now as you rest here. Your brain is cleaning itself, preparing for tomorrow, clearing away what it no longer needs. You're not aware of it. You don't feel the fluid moving, but it's there, flowing quietly, doing its work. Scientists discovered this glymphatic system only recently, in the past 15 years or so. Before that, No one knew exactly how the brain cleaned itself. But the brain has been doing this every night for as long as humans have existed, long before anyone understood it, long before anyone gave it a name. While the glymphatic system flows, something else is happening too. Your synapses, the connections between your brain cells, are being adjusted and refined. During the day, as you learn and experience things, these synapses strengthen, new connections form, existing connections grow more robust. But if every synapse kept strengthening indefinitely, your brain would become overwhelmed, cluttered with too many connections, unable to distinguish important signals from background noise. So during sleep, particularly during deep sleep, your brain engages in what scientists call synaptic homeostasis. It's a balancing process. The connections that we used repeatedly during the day, the ones that carry important information, are preserved and even strengthened further. But the connections that weren't used much, the ones that aren't necessary, are gently scaled back, pruned away to make room for what matters. This happens across your entire brain, billions of synapses being subtly adjusted, fine-tuned, brought back into balance. It's not dramatic, it's not forceful. It's simply the brain maintaining itself, keeping its networks efficient and clear. And while your synapses are being refined, your memories are being organized. The experiences you had today, the things you learned, the conversations you had, they're all being processed and filed away. During REM sleep, especially, your brain replays memories, strengthening some, connecting them to older memories, creating associations and patterns. It's like filing papers at the end of a workday. What's important gets saved. What's not needed gets discarded. What needs to be connected to something else gets placed in the right folder. Your brain does all of this automatically, sorting and storing, making sense of the day that's passed. None of this requires your attention. You don't need to supervise any of it. Your brain has been doing this maintenance work your entire life. It knows what to keep and what to let go. It knows how to clean itself, how to balance itself, how to organize itself. All of this happens in the background while you drift in sleep, while your conscious mind rests completely. The work continues quiet and steady through the night. Your brain is taking care of you, even now, especially now, as you rest here in the darkness. Everything is being tended to. Everything is being maintained. You can let go completely, knowing that your brain will do what it needs to do, without any help, without any effort. Just rest and let the work happen on its own. Your brain never truly turns off. Even in the deepest sleep, it remains active, working quietly, keeping you alive and safe. When you sleep, about 80% of your brain's energy is still being used, only 20% less than when you're awake. This might seem surprising, but it makes sense when you consider everything your brain continues to do throughout the night. Your breathing continues steady and automatic. Your heart beats on, pumping blood through your body. Your digestive system keeps processing. Your temperature is regulated. Your immune system patrols. All of these functions require coordination, require signals being sent and received, require your brain to stay active and attentive in its own quiet way. The brainstem, the oldest part of your brain in evolutionary terms, handles much of this work. It sits at the base of your skull, connecting your brain to your spinal cord, and it has been keeping humans alive during sleep for hundreds of thousands of years. It doesn't need your conscious mind to be present. It simply does what it has always done, maintaining the essential rhythms of life. While your brainstem handles the basics, other parts of your brain are active too. There's a network of brain regions called the default mode network. This network becomes particularly active when you're not focused on the outside world, when your mind is wandering, when you're daydreaming or resting quietly with your eyes closed. During sleep, especially during REM sleep, the default mode network continues its peaceful wandering. It makes connections between memories. It processes experiences. It engages in the kind of loose, associative thinking that happens when you're not trying to think about anything in particular. This network has been called the brain's resting state, but that's almost a misleading name, because it's never truly resting. It's simply doing different work, internal work, the kind of work that doesn't require attention or effort. Your brain is remarkably efficient during sleep. Even though it's using 80% of its waking energy, it's accomplishing essential restoration and maintenance that can't happen while you're awake. It's like a building that dims its lights at night, but keeps all its critical systems running, using less power overall, while still taking care of what matters most. And your brain has been doing this for a very long time. Sleep is ancient. Every mammal sleeps. Every bird sleeps. Even insects and fish have periods of rest that resemble sleep. The basic need for sleep evolved hundreds of millions of years ago, long before humans existed, long before any creature had a brain as complex as yours. Your ancestors slept under open skies, in caves, in simple shelters. They slept without understanding why, without knowing about brainwaves, or lymphatic systems, or synaptic homeostasis. They simply slept because their bodies demanded it, because sleep was as necessary as food or water. And you're doing the same thing now, following the same ancient pattern, participating in something that connects you to every human who has ever lived, and every human who will ever live. Sleep is universal. Sleep is timeless. Your brain knows how to sleep because it has always known. This knowledge is built into your biology, encoded in your genes, passed down through countless generations. You don't need to learn it. You don't need to perfect it. You simply need to allow it. Right now, lying here in the darkness, your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's maintaining your body. It's processing your day. It's restoring itself for tomorrow. And it's doing all of this effortlessly, naturally, the way it has done every night of your life. There's a comfort in this, in knowing that your brain will take care of you while you sleep. You can trust it completely. You can let go of any control, any monitoring, any awareness. Your brain will keep working. Your body will keep functioning. Everything will continue exactly as it should. You're safe here. You're cared for. Your brain is with you always, even in sleep, especially in sleep. And it will carry you through the night, as it always has, as it always will. Your body has two nervous systems that work in balance. One prepares you for action, for alertness, for responding to the world. The other brings you back to rest, to calm, to safety. This second system is called the parasympathetic nervous system. And right now, as you lie here, it's active. It's been growing stronger all evening, gradually taking over from the alertness of the day. The parasympathetic nervous system slows your heart rate. It deepens your breathing. It relaxes your muscles. It sends signals throughout your body that everything is safe, that there's no need for vigilance, no need to be prepared for anything. You can simply be here, resting, letting go. This system works through a long nerve called the vagus nerve. which travels from your brainstem down through your chest and into your abdomen, touching your heart, your lungs, your digestive organs. When the vagus nerve is active, it creates a feeling of calm that spreads through your entire body. You might feel it as a softness in your chest, a heaviness in your limbs, a gentle settling. In your brain, there's a chemical messenger called GABA. It stands for gamma-aminobutyric acid, but the name doesn't matter. What matters is what it does. GABA is the brain's main calming chemical. It quiets neurons, reduces their activity, slows down the constant firing of signals that happens during wakefulness. When GABA attaches to receptors on brain cells, those cells become less excitable, less likely to fire. The overall activity in your brain decreases. Thoughts slow down. Worries fade. The mental chatter that fills the day gradually subsides into silence. Your brain produces more GABA in the evening and during sleep. It's part of the natural transition into rest, and certain activities increase GABA even more. Slow breathing increases it. Familiar routines increase it. The feeling of being in a safe, comfortable place increases it. Your brain knows what soothes it. It recognizes patterns. When you follow the same routine each night, the same sequence of actions before bed, your brain learns to associate these actions with sleep. The routine itself becomes calming, becomes a signal that it's time to let go. This is why routines matter, why your brain responds to them. Not because they're magical, but because they're familiar. And familiarity creates safety. Safety creates calm. Your breathing affects your brain directly. Each time you exhale, your heart rate slows slightly. Each time you inhale, it speeds up slightly. This is natural. This is how your body works. When your breathing slows, when your exhales become longer and deeper, your brain receives signals that you're relaxed, that you're safe. The slower breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system even more, creating a gentle feedback loop. Slow breathing creates calm. Calm creates slower breathing. You don't need to control your breath. It will slow on its own as you drift towards sleep. But even now, you might notice it, the gentle rhythm, in and out, slower than it was an hour ago, continuing to slow as you rest here. There's another connection worth knowing about. Your gut and your brain communicate constantly, sending signals back and forth through the vagus nerve. Your gut produces many of the same neurotransmitters that your brain uses, including serotonin, which helps regulate mood and sleep. When your digestive system is calm, when your gut is settled, it sends peaceful signals to your brain. And when your brain is calm, it sends signals back to your gut, creating relaxation there too. The two work together, supporting each other, creating a state of rest that spreads through your entire body. All of these systems, the parasympathetic nervous system, GABA, your breathing, the connection between gut and brain, they're all working together right now. They're all supporting your transition into sleep. They're all creating the conditions for peace. You don't need to make any of this happen. It's already happening. Your brain is calming itself. Your body is settling itself. Everything is moving in the direction of rest. Just let it continue. Let these systems do what they know how to do. Let the calm spread through you naturally, without effort, without thought. Everything is exactly as it should be. You might already be drifting, your thoughts becoming softer, less distinct, blending into each other like watercolors on wet paper. Or you might still be listening, still aware of these words, and that's perfectly fine too. There's no right way to be here, no right moment for sleep to arrive. Your brain knows what it's doing. It's been guiding you towards sleep since the moment you lay down, maybe even before that. All the processes we've talked about, the melatonin, the cooling, the brain waves, the cleaning and organizing, they're all happening whether you think about them or not. Sleep comes in its own time, not when you try for it, not when you reach for it, but when your brain is ready, when all the conditions have aligned, when everything has settled into place. You've done everything you need to do. You're here, lying still, breathing slowly, letting the night hold you. That's enough. That's always been enough. The thoughts moving through your mind now might feel different than they did earlier, less logical, less connected. They might drift from one thing to another, without reason, without narrative. This is natural. This is how thoughts become dreams. Your brain is shifting modes, moving away from the structured thinking of daytime toward the loose, wandering quality of sleep. Images might appear and dissolve. Memories might surface briefly and fade again. Nothing needs to make sense. Some people worry about falling asleep. They think about it, monitor it, wait for it. But sleep doesn't respond to effort. It responds to letting go. And you're already letting go whether you notice it or not. With each breath, with each moment of stillness, you're releasing a little more, settling a little deeper. The world outside this room continues. Time continues. But here, now, none of that matters. There's only this moment, this breath, this soft darkness. Your body knows how to rest. Your brain knows how to sleep. They've been doing this together your whole life. Thousands of nights, thousands of mornings after. An unbroken pattern of rest and waking, rest and waking. Tonight is just one more night in that pattern. One more opportunity for your brain to restore itself, for your body to repair and renew. If you're still hearing these words, that's all right. If you've already drifted away, you won't hear them anyway. Either way, everything is fine. The silence between these words is growing longer. More space, less sound. The spaces are where sleep lives, in the quiet, in the gaps, in the moments when nothing is happening. Your brain will take you there when it's ready, not because you're trying, not because you're doing anything, just because it's nighttime and you're here. And this is what brains do when night comes. Trust it. Trust the process. Trust the ancient rhythm that has carried every human through every night since the beginning. Sleep will come. Or maybe it's already here and you just haven't noticed yet. Your brain knows. It's always known, and it will carry you safely through the night, as it always has. Rest now. Just rest.